Raheem Nelson here. In this follow-up to my Procreate Basics video, we'll be going over painting from photo reference. My go-to app is Unsplash because the photos are royalty-free, and I'm going to save the photo to my photo library and open up Procreate. For this exercise, any canvas will do. Tap the wrench icon and then canvas, and you'll see it from the drop-down menu. From there, you can turn on reference. You'll see a small window that is a mirror for your blank canvas. Tap image and then import the image. It'll show up in the window and you can move it freely so you can paint. What I like to do with the sketch is use the painting tools to keep everything loose. The goal is to observe the object, in this case the glass, and capture what you see. Light gray is a good color to go with, and I'm using the painting tools. If you're using an Apple Pencil, keep in mind that it's pressure sensitive. Take advantage of that fact for an easy workflow. I like to select the photos directly from the photo reference if needed, and I'm zooming in too. Don't forget that it makes life so much easier to zoom in and zoom out. That can be done by expanding two fingers, and then you're good to go. So I'm roughing out the piece, observing the photo reference. In this part of the process, I am just sketching. But like I mentioned before, I am sketching with the painting tools so that I can create a looser sketch. I don't want things to be tight at this point. I just want to create a process that's easy, and I'm capturing the image the way that I see it. And I'm pretending that I am working from life, which is an exercise that I had mastery over, created mastery over when I was in art college. Painting from life is really great, and painting from photos isn't quite as strong, I'll say, as painting from life, because you're not getting all the dimensions from a piece you're actually looking at in real life. So what I like to do is pretend when I am drawing from photo reference, painting from photo reference as well, that the physical object is on my table. So that means I'm really observing what's there in the image and going from there. And I'm going through my brush library, picking out what I want to work with so I can start the blocking in process. My process is a combination of traditional oil painting and digital art. Think of it as digital analog. And as I stated earlier, I am observing what's in the photo reference and going from there. The trick is to treat this process like drawing or painting from life, again, which is the best way to train your eye. A photograph is flat, so it's important to notice the forms that come from the object. As you paint, you want to glance back at your reference photo so you can capture all the different nuances. Notice where the light source is in the photo and where the shadow falls. For the colors, I am picking up them directly from the image. I like to do that because it creates a faster workflow, but if you prefer to just eyeball it, that's fine too. I like to be able to do both. And you don't want to make this stuff up, especially for this exercise, and if you're a beginner, use the photo as your North Star, meaning let the photo guide you, and when you become proficient, then you can feel free to take liberties. As you can see, the light source is coming from the left-hand side, the upper left-hand side, and that creates shadows on the right-hand side. So every time I create a brush stroke on the painting, I am keeping that in mind. I want everything to be consistent based on light sources, shadows, and that comes from practice. It comes from years of direct observation. And that's one of the brilliant things about this exercise, is that it trains your eye so you can develop mastery. Red and green are complementary colors, so I chose this image with that in mind. And I really love Unsplash because you can select what images work for your painting and you can go from there. If you're new to layers, please reference my Procreate Basics video and break them down there. They're like sheets of paper, tracing paper for your digital art. I like to create a few of them, especially for the blocking in phase, and then merge them down. And what I find helpful is to take 2 fingers and move both the canvas and the reference photo around to create a very, very easy workflow. Still blocking in, and my background layer that I'm going to create later in the video sits on the bottom. So you just want to consider the flow of everything so it makes life easier at the end of the day. As I stated before, picking up the colors directly from the reference photo from Unsplash, and I'm doing the rim of the glass, zooming in, zooming out to get everything that's needed. To undo, if you make a mistake for some reason, it's a 2-finger tap on the screen and then a 3-finger tap to redo. And then you also have the back and forward buttons that are near the transparency slider. To create a new layer, it's simply going to the 2 square icons towards the upper right hand side, and then you want to make sure you tap the cross icon to create a new image. And then once you master those gestures, you're good to go. In the blocking in process, I usually pace myself for a lot of direct observation, a lot of working with the photo, treating it like it's a real life object, and selecting those colors enables me to get a lot of nuance with my painting, so it's a lot of back and forth. Before this option was introduced in Procreate, I used to have the reference on my phone or in a separate window that I'd have to go back and forth with Procreate and the iPad. Reference makes it easy to not only view what you're working on, you can pick up the colors and you can create the window as big or small as you like. It just essentially creates like a workflow where you can train your eye to work with these photo references. My background layer sits under everything I blocked in. To save your work, tap Gallery, which is in the upper left-hand corner. If you're back in the art and you tap Blend icon, it's next to the brushes icon and it looks like a finger pointing, you can start blending your paint. Think of it like a palette knife. There's a top slider for blend size and a bottom slider for pressure. That's on the left-hand side. Think of it like a sculpture. You're moving paint around and you don't want to apply too much pressure. I like to set my pressure slider around 50% or lower. This helps you keep some brush strokes visible, which I like. It's a preference. You also have access to the same brush library of Procreate brushes that you paint with. Said another way, you have a lot of options on how to blend. Feel free to experiment. After I'm satisfied with the blend, I create another layer to add some shine to the glass. That can be done by tapping on the brush icon and then selecting the luminance brush. Light brush and light pen are great. Please note that I shot this before Procreate's latest update. All the tools featured in this video can be found in the classic library. For comparison, here's a rough painting, and here's the final. That'll do it for part 2 of my series on Procreate paintings. I hope you found this valuable. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.